Hey, what's going on, G-Ballers? Today I have an exciting new knife here to share with you, coming in from Kizer. If this is your first time stopping by, welcome to GBall Vision. Drop a comment down below and let me know what your EDC is for today. This is going to be a brand spanking new release for Kizer, and it is going to be called the Bulli, and it is an Osho design. I'm going to be releasing this video are available, so if they have a hot design, hopefully you can catch it before they fly out of stock, because I think this one here is going to be a pretty hot model. The Bulli here, we're going to be looking at Mars Valley fat carbon fiber, and then we'll take a look at this together so you don't have to take my word for it. We're looking at S45VN with a stone washed and flat brushed matte DLC, and they're calling it the Ultra finish here. So let's kick this thing open. We have dual thumb studs here and a little cutout. Got a little serial number up top there, and this is going to be S45VN, which I have no issues with whatsoever. I actually enjoy S45, and that is a beautiful blade shape right there. This is an Osho design, and he does some awesome work. We have a titanium clip, I believe. Yep, we're looking at a titanium clip. We got steel hardware, and I don't know if that's titanium or... yeah, that's titanium. So we're looking at titanium. Oh, look at that. Excellent job. So we got a titanium backspacer, and it is full length. Beautiful job by Osho. That is exactly what I want to see right there. Wow. Yeah, this is right up my alley. This is sporting the clutch lock here, and we have a cutout and dual thumb studs for the deployment. Sharpening choil looks good to me. We're sporting a DLC, a matte DLC on the blade, so that is going to give this just ultra toughness as far as the blade is concerned. It is going to be very corrosion resistant with that DLC. It's also going to be very comfortable in hand. That backspacer is going to make this a very comfortable knife. Let's go ahead and we'll get an idea here on the size of the Bulli. We're going to be looking at 3 1/4 cutting edge. We'll say 3 1/2 total, and coming down there at 7 15/16 overall. We'll bring out some comparison knives. We have the Kizer drop bear up top, Vostede raccoon on the bottom, and this knife is going to be bigger than both of those. Next, we have the Spyderco Para 3 up top here, and the Kizer Militol on the bottom. Going to be in line with something like the Militol, and here is a good idea of the different DLC finishes that you can get yourself. As I've said in the past, they have a polished DLC, there's a matte DLC, they also have satin finished DLCs, so there are a lot of different types of DLC or styles you can get. We'll go ahead and get our 50 ways baked in GBall Vision Hank out here and see what this pocket clip looks like in the pocket here. And I feel like they have used this one before, or maybe it was an Osho design, but I feel like I've seen this pocket clip before, and it is going to work very well. I love how there's a little bit poking out here. That's a great area. You can grab a hold of this and retrieve it out of the pocket. Good retention on there. There's not a ton of room underneath there, so obviously the thicker the seams, the the more trouble you'll have getting that in and out of the pocket. We don't have, it don't look to be any lefty love, and I'm pretty sure that is correct, but I could be wrong as well. I'm not sure. It could be reversible, and I could be just wrong about that, actually. I'll have to pop that up on the screen if I can find out, but it doesn't look to be that way, but that doesn't mean that it isn't able to be switched. We have a lanyard hole down there on the bottom, a very minimal lanyard hole, and I love that Mars Valley fat carbon fiber. That is some of my favorite stuff, and you can see there it's like a layered look there on those chamfered edges. It looks phenomenal, really good looking, and that blade is something to behold. But first, before we get into the blade, let's go ahead and get the old nemesis out here. Give this thing a weight check, and here on the GBall Vision channel, I like to guess the weight of the knives that we get in, and I invite you to play along. Put your guess down in the comments what you think this knife weighs in at here with the titanium, the carbon fiber, that full length titanium backspacer really just seals the deal. I would love to see more full length backspacers. A lot of you, or some of you, may know that I am a backspacer fan. I just think wherever it can be fit in, I think that they should be. The little additional weight that they may add, or a little bit cost, the little bit of cost they may add, I feel that it is totally worth it. I'm going to give it a go here, and I'm going to say that this is above 3.7. We'll give it one more check. So the butt end of this thing, down there to that lanyard, it is 8 inches overall. So that is beautiful to see. I'm going to say, is it up there at like 3.8, 3.9? 3.9. Oh, I thought it was going there too. 4.3 and 122 grams. That's not too bad. I'll take 0.4 off. I mean, that's not that great, but not too shabby either. Let me know what you guessed down in the comments. We'll get a measurement here on our handle and blade. We'll start off with the handle. We're looking at 0.49. So a decent thickness. We have 12.5 millimeters. We're going to be looking at 3.4 millimeters and 133 thousandths for the blade stock. And we'll check here. First, 27 thousandths. And a little bit thicker up there, about 30 thousandths. We'll switch back over to millimeters here quickly. And we're at 0.68 millimeters and 0.73 millimeters. Let's see how this cuts out of the box. We'll use our standard catalog paper here, and this will be a pretty good poker here and a poke slice type of knife. See how this thing cuts. Pretty easy up onto that transition. See what we got here. Yeah. Whoo. This is pretty sharp. Yeah. Like really sharp is what I mean. That is nice. That is one hell of an edge there. And keep in mind, this is out of their Bladesmith series. And the Bladesmith series is a little, you know, that's almost their top tier line. I forget what the premium one, the premium line is called, but, and maybe it's the Bladesmith. I can't remember. They got a couple different ones at this point. But nonetheless, this is going to be in their more premium line. I'm not even going to venture a guess as to what these are going to come in at, because I'm not 100% sure. Could be 250. You know, that might be a little much. I don't know. Maybe 225 I could see these going at with DLC, S45, titanium, and then, you know, the Mars Valley fat carbon fiber, you know, name brand stuff. with all titanium accents, with the exception of the hardware. You know, that's going to put a decent cost on this. And what's really cool is I'm just now noticing it for some reason, but the flat area here actually has a hand satin. Look at that. That is really nice. Ooh. Then it runs into that swedge, and then that swedge stops, and that beefens up going out to the tip there. So that's going to give you a little bit of extra and added strength around that tip for poking and piercing type cuts. I always enjoy Osho's designs, and I started to think about it. I know where I've seen that clip before. I had forgot the premium mini bulldog had come out, and it's a similar clip to that. So I was actually wrong. It's not the exact same clip, but it's a very similar style, and I like that they're different, but they're both similar. They work very good. This one's going to work, I think, even better. Yeah, I think this one will work even better. Now that looks cleaner, so it depends on what you're looking for. Love Osho designs. Let's go ahead and we'll see. No, we don't need that. We need this. We'll check the hardware here, and we're looking at T8, T8, T8 all the way around, T8 on the pocket clip. Very, very good. Yes, that is exactly what we want to see. T8s all the way around. That is the easiest way for everyone. It keeps it simple for the company, and it keeps it simple for the end user. Now, one thing I'll probably do is I have some different Omega springs, and I'll probably add those because this knife, you know, I'm going to put this in my pocket. It's already good. I'd say it's like mid-strength, which is probably where they have it marked. You know, you have 4 different options, so this is probably somewhere in the middle. But I'll probably strengthen it up. It's already good, but I like them when they're really strong. And the good thing about this one is the tabs don't stick out too far. So when I reverse flick some crossbars, sometimes my index finger will hold up the bar, and in this case it doesn't do that. So I like this, you know, even more. And this is a good looking knife right here. I like the little ramp up here, nice steady drop to the tip, good comfortable handle. It swells here going to the butt end. Got jimping in a couple of different places here. Yeah, this is really good. Let's go ahead. We'll check that lock, see if we have any movement in there, and that feels locked up very nicely. Is that centered? Might be off just a touch to the show side. We'll see if we can correct that. That could be just a spin of the pivot, but first, we're going to check this with the spine whacker, make sure we got a good positive lockup. We'll start out towards the tip. We'll go easy on it to go get us going. Sounds good. Very good. Very good. Yeah, crossbar locks are a very resilient lock. They're dependable, and I would say they're pretty tough. Because they're so dependable and resilient, that makes them tough, right? Is it the strongest lock known to man? No, but it is a dependable lock. It's going to hold up for you. If any reputable company does it, it's going to be good to go for an EDC folding knife. You know, when you take it beyond that, of course, you can look at other locks, but the crossbar lock, when done properly with the right springs, it's a very advantageous lock because righties and lefties can use it, both the same. You add in the studs, and if you have a reversible pocket clip, you have a completely ambidextrous knife. You can keep your fingers safe. You don't have to put them in the pathway of the blade. Not that I care about that, but some people do. And, you know, the crossbar lock gives you that ability. You'll have to let me know, what do you think of the Bulli here? And if I noticed any, I will pop up a couple of other versions if there are some. And looks like I made it worse, maybe. It still looks to be a touch off to the show side. Probably a little tweaking with the pivot there, and it'll be in business, I have to believe. I'll keep you posted on that, though, when we do a future video on the Bulli. You'll have to let me know. Is the Bulli something you could see adding to your weekly rotation or your collection? I look forward to hearing from you. Don't forget to share this video and hit the thumbs up button. That helps push these videos out there to more people. I truly appreciate it. If you're new to the channel and you enjoy knives and EDC, you're in the right place. Make sure you subscribe, because I release videos like this every single day, and I would love to have you here. I'll pop up a couple of new videos. Go check one of them out. Have yourself an awesome day. Thank you all again for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.